Hey everyone, hope you're enjoying this beautiful Friday. I'm Chris Brown. It's time for your week in review from ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, Vancouver Police Chief James McIlvaine heard some occasionally heated remarks from the public this week following 4 officer-involved shootings since the start of the year. At a Vancouver Neighborhood Alliance meeting, the chief answered questions about how they investigate shootings, whether it matters if an officer has been involved in multiple shootings, and whether his department would consider wearing body cameras. In the end, he said it comes down to money and what the priorities are of the public when it comes to the way police do their jobs. Evergreen School District's interim superintendent shared his recommendations this week to close a potential $18 million budget hole faced by Clark County's largest school district. Mike Merlino says cuts would largely come from 37 administrative positions. 49 certificated teaching positions could also be cut, but those, Merlino said, should come largely from leaving vacant positions unfilled. The district blames a new state funding model, increased labor costs, and an unanticipated reduction in student enrollment for the budget crisis. Meanwhile, the raises received by basic education teachers continues to ripple through higher ed as faculty at Clark College push for raises there. Red shirt wearing faculty crowded the monthly Board of Trustees meeting, citing studies that show teachers at the community college feel marginalized and stressed out over working conditions. Outgoing college president Bob Knight responded to faculty, urging them to go with him to Olympia to talk with legislators about funding. He has recommended 5% budget cuts due to a decline in enrollment, but says faculty were offered a 1% raise, while other staff are expected to get nothing. In his editorial this week, ClarkCountyToday.com editor Ken Vance expressed his frustration with Washington lawmakers, especially members of the state Senate, who continue to push for a new carbon tax measure. Senate Bill 5971, co-sponsored by Senator Annette Cleveland, Democrat of Vancouver's 49th District, is alive and well. The bill is an attempt to resurrect previous failed attempts at creating a gas tax in the state. It would add taxes to fossil fuels used for vehicles, home heating, and home electricity. Analysts say it would add 19 cents to the cost of a gallon of gas in our state, which already has the third highest gas tax in the nation at 49.4 cents on top of the 18.4 cents per gallon federal tax. Vance points out Washington voters have twice voted down a carbon tax, most recently last November. If you've been wondering where Clark County Today reporter Jacob Granneman was these past couple of weeks, wonder no more. Jacob had the immense opportunity to travel to Buenos Aires, Argentina with Vancouver-based nonprofit Compassion to Action. While there, he documented the amazing displays of love and compassion through photography and a documentary film through the eyes of a community of local churches and team members reaching the city for Jesus. Read about the powerful stories of redemption, healing, and community in Jacob's commentary, and check out the video at ClarkCountyToday.com. In sports, a couple of special stories this week. Heritage High School's super talented sophomore Katie Penueta, a volleyball and basketball star, almost went out for golf this spring instead of track and field, but she got a letter from Kara Winger, who holds the American record for the javelin and is an 8-time national champion. Winger, who started Skyview High School in the 2000s as Kara Patterson, asked Katie to keep trying the javelin. Katie, inspired by the letter, is back with the track and field team and hoping to make it to state. On Thursday night, the Union football team got together for yet another celebration. The Titans won the Class 4A state title in December. This week, they received their championship rings, and we were there to document the event. When the players saw their rings for the first time, things got a little emotional. Speaking of emotional, you seen the weather forecast for the next few days? Hello, spring. And hey, if you have a story idea, feel free to shoot us an email, news@ClarkCountyToday.com. You can also communicate with us through our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and be part of the conversation when stories are posted. For all of us at ClarkCountyToday.com, I'm Chris Brown. Enjoy this beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next week.